And coming up, we'll see.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
A seasoned veteran. We're seeing more chapters being added in Stafford's decorated career. Secured a Super Bowl ring, remains a respected leader, and his stats, they're better than ever. Now we just continue to watch him climb.
And right away, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way any... a game, you fumble on your first offensive snap, but now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense, and how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Down to the 25. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Here we go, set.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Buying time to his left. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. And that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. You talk about this Giant defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Stafford's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the 50, it's Stafford. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw there complete to Mooney. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Mooney, the motion man right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. He's got room at the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Stafford, catch made by Slayton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Akers. Sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with a football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Giants at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throwing his Lance on third down. But looking deep here for Flowers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Come on, stay. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hey.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a play fake. Lance. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throw left side taken in by Slayton. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Commanders first down.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Lance again, out to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. now Lance. They'll set up the screen from the wrong dude. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And Lance now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Lance going to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. On 1st down at Stafford. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Throwing again at Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Slayton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Ready?
Lance looking to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Steps away to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Here's Robinson. Here's Robinson. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, Lance. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
They'll go right back to the long group. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. To throw, it's Lance. Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And then ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And the Giants ready to come out now. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Lance. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in the second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up inside the 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try. And that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Stafford. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Through the middle of the field. Powering his way forward. Touchdown, Washington. Darnell Mooney. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now out come the Giants.
Here we go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Justin Madubuike able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Giants' 34-yard line.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Now Stafford. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points. Make
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And Lance's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Lance. He'll get this to Nwangu.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Black swap. Black blue. Set.
Now Lance. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his edge.
Tucker's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Washington.
A give up the middle to Akers.
Sheds off the tackle.
Still going.
Touchdown, Washington.
Cam Akers, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And Lance going to throw.
Steps away. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now a stoppage here for an injured player. And oh boy, that's Trey Lance, who appears to be worse for the wear.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. That's complete to Slayton.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine.
Touchdown, Washington. Darnell Mooney
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field.
Ready?
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense